T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at my first Transformers Legacy United figure. At least I think it is. Yeah. Animated Universe Optimus Prime. He's a Voyager Class. One thing I'll tell you up front, the boxes feel way better than the previous packaging for Legacy and Legacy Evolution. Is made out of thicker cardboard instead of that cheap crap that used to rip as soon as you picked it up in the store. But one thing they didn't change is they didn't put plastic windows right there, so you can still reach in there and touch it. I don't know if that's gonna change in the future, but right now they didn't change that. They also, well, no, I'll talk about that in the next figure. But yeah, this is part of the 40th anniversary of Transformers from 1984 to 2024, which is not quite yet as of this recording. But they got rid of that stupid Evo Fusion advertisement because they knew that was dumb. And hey, I'm looking at this. I think I gotta figure something out. Alright, here's Animated Universe Optimus Prime out of the packaging. And what I had to figure out is this accessory right here, which is nice. This is one of the best looking Transformers accessories I've seen in a minute on a retail figure. Like, all of this should be transparent plastic up here. So it's anything you see that's not this blue color should be painted. Well, is painted. And what I had to figure out is I seen him double holding this handle right here. So I was like, what the heck? It pulls out just like on the show. So that's cool. Like, looking at it, it feels like, or it gives me the thoughts of like a fire hydrant, as he was like a fire truck, at least in the first few episodes. But then I think they got rid of the whole back of the truck thing because he didn't have that in the toy. But this is an awesome accessory right here. I don't know if I should include it as an accessory, but this light bar can be detached. There's no real reason to detach it. But here he is. Let's look at his face first. Yeah, here's a close-up on his face. They really dug into the animated look. They gave it more detail, like the things on the side of his chin. That wouldn't be that detailed in the animated version. But they went there here. So that's cool. The eyes are that light blue. Since he has on a visor, depending on how your light in your room is, you won't see the color of his eyes. He has the Autobot logo over there. They painted the forearms here. And they actually gave him an opening panel to hide gappage. They didn't do that on the original. There is what is called waffling here or there, like the back of the arms. His whole back right here. And mainly, the main worst parts is the inside of the thigh. So some company will get to that. But he is big, wide, and beefy. And most of the joints are tight, except on my copy, this knee it's not crazy loose. Like, you see it keeping the pose, but it's looser than I would like. But let's get into his articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so you get some tiltage and it can rotate. But there's also an additional hinge. Thank you. They've been doing this for a while, giving Voyager Class an actual hinge so the neck can actually look up, can look down. And when you turn the head, you can look up a little bit more. The shoulder's on some tight mushroom pegs that are visible, I will admit that. But the arm goes out like this. Get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The wrists are technically on a ball joint, but you can't do anything with it besides swivel. The way the waist looks, it looks like it would be have an ab crunch, but it doesn't. In fact, you can see the mushroom pegs right there. That's completely visible. I do wish that was covered, but you won't be looking at his back that much. But it is there, I have to admit to it. Get that. Kick forward, kick back, thigh swivel, Knees bend way more than 90 degrees, and they did that on purpose. The ankle pivot, or the ankles lock like this. They come out that much, but you can detach the foot because of transformation, and it can rock backwards. I mean, it's not that loose, not that tight, because that's not pinned, and it can come forward. Same deal, because it's not pinned, it's just frictioned on. But it seems like with him and Animated Prowl, they made sure that they have some good leg articulation. And he has good articulation, period, because he has the double jointed elbows, the wrist swivel. The original Animated Optimus Prime didn't have that. In fact, as far as Voyagers go, this guy feels very substantial. I'm gonna let you see him hold that in his hand, because he can do it. And we can stretch it through the hand. And now, well, depending on how you have his arms, sheesh, you can get this through both hands. I'm not gonna lie, because his chest is so bulky, the chest gets in the way of these arms, and because the hands don't move on that ball joint, getting him to actually hold this with both hands is extremely difficult. Like, you have to get it into the right sweet spot, or you're gonna be popping that panel open every time. So yeah, it's nice they included that, but sheesh, it's hard to actually use. I'm gonna make sure I show you this right here. This is what his body looks like from the side. And it's cool to see those tires up tucked under there, like kind of pinched in. In fact, I had that wrong. Or did I? No, it's pinched in. I'm not used to a transformation like that, but let's get these comparisons going. I don't have Animated Universe Bumblebee yet, so here's Prowl, the only other Animated Universe guy I have. Here's Rescue Bots Universe Chase. Here are two other familiar Optimus Primes, and here is the original Voyager Class Animated Optimus Prime right there. Engineering as far as articulation, way better in this figure. I like this figure's weapon, of course, more, but this figure just feels like it's worth more money as far as the plastic and the engineering that's in this as well. Now, because of I'm gonna do a separate review on this guy. I don't think I have one on my channel, so stay tuned for that before I keep rambling on. You can technically port this water cannon from the original Animated Optimus. Like, it actually fits on the side of his arm, which the original one couldn't do. In this one, you can attach the axe on his back if you want. So there's that. And he has, because this is a legacy figure or regular generations and not studio series, he does have a port right there. He has ports on the side of his leg right here. He also has ports on the bottom of the feet. So if you want to make him look like he's boosting off the ground with blast effects and whatnot, you can get that going if you want. But overall, I really, really like this figure. I like Transformers Animated, and this thing looks nice, feels good, and yeah, it does not give me pause like out of package. Sometimes I open these Transformers and I start fiddling with them and they just feel like, ugh. Like, this feels like an actual action figure. That's my main problem with Transformers. Sometimes they don't feel like action figures. They feel like robot toys that can happen to pose, but it's not fun posing them. This one's actually fun to pose for me. It would have been nice if I didn't have any type of looseness in this leg, and if they actually designed this to be real articulation instead of just something for the transformation. I mean, it does work for articulation, but since it's not designed to be articulation, it's not as tight as I would want it to be. All right, transformation. I'm going to start with the arms. And one thing I want to mention is this panel, like some Transformers you get, these panels don't stay shut tight, but this one does. Flip the hand inside after you open it. Open that, flip the hand inside, and there you go with that. And we can pull the chest. No Matrix, because he's not the leader anyway. I don't know if the Matrix exists in Transformers Animated. I can't remember. Open this up, and now this can rock forward or rock up, but we can actually rotate the whole entire waist right here. And as we're bringing this up, we need to bring the arms up like this. Wait, let me just bring the arms up like this first. Now this right here hinges up and rotates down, but we need to shut this first, and then we can plug the shoulder in there and bring the double jointed elbow down so it can line up like that. Let's do that again. Lift this up, start bringing this out, and as we lift that up, shut this, because I don't believe we can actually get this into there until this is shut. Do that, and then we can fold up the double jointed elbow. We can lift up the chest to cover the face and get up against this so all of that silver lines up. So that's an easy way to do this. You can lift this up over top of that and push it down. And just to show you, this is what it looks like if you pull that off. I believe, I don't know how they did this, but you see it's blue and red. So it might all be transparent plastic. They paint this blue and then they paint everything else red. However they did it, they did a good job on it. But it pegs in with a flat peg in the back and a round peg in the front. Now the legs can be difficult. Pull the feet down if you don't know which side to open up, because you can obviously tell it can break apart, but you have to actually open it on this side. Open it there, and once you get about this point, we can bend it that way. That confused the crap out of me, so I'm gonna straighten that out right here. Open this up, get about there, and then open this up, straighten this out, and we have one of those overlapping tabs right here in between his knees. Like overlap that together. Make sure everything is straight in his thighs and whatnot. Then we can lift these up and just push it there till you can't push it anymore. And there's a peg hole right there, and something, I believe this right here tabs into that. Yeah, that right there. But we'll push it in the top at first, and then you can get those side ones down. And now these right here can peg into the holes right there. So now we have him in his truck mode. Well, actually, we need to also peg these into that. Now here's a truck. I'm gonna rotate them around. And that's what you're working with. Fairly decently clean back. So that's cool. Now this part right here, I don't know if they would make like a leader class version later and put something over top of that. I'm willing to bet some third party is probably going to bring something out so you can make this into a full fire truck. But this is what you're working with for right now. It does roll. He technically has 6 wheels, even though the original only had 4. I believe in the original toy, the wheel is closer to here because the front used to hover. It was like mostly just bumper. But we will see when I transform it. And let's let you see this. This peg, well, there's a transparent peg right there. It can go into the foot right here, and the other one just rests in that cavity, and that's the weapon storage. But let me get the other stuff transformed for comparison. All right, here he is next to Animated Universe Prowl in the vehicle mode. Not in scale, as you can see. Here it is next to Voyager Class Ironhide from Studio Series 86. Here it is next to Earthrise Leader Class, or what was the other one? Earthrise and Kingdom Leader Class Optimus right there. Here it is next to the War for Cybertron Gamerverse Optimus Prime. So right there. Okay, and lastly, the original animated Optimus Prime. So here's how the wheels worked on that one. I think the wheels being closer together is more accurate to the cartoon, because I remember the rear being more stubby. But this is longer, with them having the parts forming X that can become the, I guess, the back of the fire truck. And you have the cannon that fits there. Of course, you don't get any of that on this. So, besides him putting the axe up here, which I didn't do. But let me take this off and let you see what that looks like. Here it is without that trailer part on it. Or the rear of the fire truck, I should say. Well, that's what you're looking like right here. Yeah, it's good besides his weird off-centered wheels. Now he does technically have the wheels there, so whatever type of futuristic vehicle this is, that can still work, because maybe they wanted to hide the wheels up front for whatever reason. So now he's more like a real semi-cab with 6 tires. But I like it, it rolls, it's good, it comes together well. I like it, good. Now, reverse transformation. I'm gonna pull the feet out like this. Detach them from the top. Like that. Detach it from the top like that. Push this right here to separate it. Now we can bring this down pretty much like that while folding this up. And let me raise the camera. When I get in the groove, I don't want to stop sometimes. But we can fold this into 2 spots and get that to lift up to there and plug together. We'll bring this down, do that, bend it right here, and get this to plug together right there. Accordion the feet backward like this, and do that, and it stays nice and tight. I don't know what's actually, I guess this square shape is pegging into that groove very tight. So you got that going on, good. Up here we can't, oh wait, yes we can. We can detach this and actually rotate it like that. And now we can lift up on this whole panel to get that back here out of the way, and we can detach this panel from the front and get that out of the way. And then we can stretch the arms out, unpeg it, start lifting this out, and bring that down at the same time. Unpeg this, get this out, bring this down, and now we can bring it forward until it can't move anymore. And we can push the wheels up under here until they peg into a peg underneath of his armpits right there. Then we can bring this down, shove this to his chest, rotate the arms down, bring this panel down, and peg this into its spots. Where did these pegs go? But, oh, they peg onto the back of this mostly. Where is it? There it goes. There's 2 peg holes under there. I don't know if you can see it, but it pegs onto that. And now the arm opens up here, pull the hand out, shut it. Open this up, pull the hand out, shut it. And now he is once again an animated universe Transformers robot. And I am done with this video. I got this guy off of Amazon. I'll have a link in the description for where you can find him on Amazon. Will he be his regular $34 or $33.99 retail price? Probably not. But you never know. It depends on when you actually click on this video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group, link in the description.
Click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.